Welcome to 40 Something Fit Dad. I'm your host, Aaron Ross, and welcome to episode 2. I've doubled the episodes. Thank you. Thanks for all the feedback and support on episode 1. I just wanted to open up a little bit about myself before I start getting into it. I just wanted to share a little bit about myself and where I'm at, and I appreciate all the support and comments and all that sort of stuff. So it's been great, and I've been excited about doing episode 2. I've decided to do episode 2 about pandemic parenting and how it's affected you, how it's affected me. Living in Melbourne, we are ground zero for lockdown. We used to be the most livable city against like Toronto, or I think it was Vancouver maybe. We did years in a row, and I think this year we're going up against Antarctica, and I think it's strange because I love Melbourne. It is the most livable city. It's a sporting mecca, great schools, great place to live, just great. I've lived here all my life, so. And have had no real want to move. Neither now. I mean, I'd rather get COVID than move to Adelaide. No, I wouldn't say that. But no, I don't. I mean, we'll see this out. This will pass. But it has taken a strain, I think, on everybody. You know, everyone that I know. I've tried to reach out to people. I've got to reach out to more people. I think that's the key. Is connection with people, just checking up on them, making sure they're all going good. And, we've got a couple more weeks to go, and then there's footprints or footsteps or something, and I don't think we'll be, fingers crossed that things or numbers or whatever we've got to go by sort of go our way, and we can sort of have a half normal Christmas. Which is, I hope, it could go further, but who knows, hopefully it's a once in a lifetime sort of thing. And I hope we all get out of this a lot stronger. I know I'm going to get out of this a hell of a lot stronger. Just with my home life, with myself personally, I've just think that, I've been taking things far too far. Hang on. I've been taking things for granted. Not freedom, but things that I'm, going to the gym, going to visit mates, going to the pub and all that sort of stuff. I really miss those sort of things, but I've really appreciated the time at home. It is getting a bit tough. But the closeness that I've got to my wife, to my kids, just understanding them a lot more, feeling very just really empathetic for the situation they're at. I've been lucky enough to be working, getting out of the house and doing it, and they've been doing it tough. They're not alone. I guess everyone in Melbourne is going through the same thing. So I guess as parents we can just I hope that, we sort of learn from this and it doesn't stop from here. After all goes back to normal, we don't just distract ourselves with what I did. I shouldn't put us all in the same thing. What I did, I distract myself with kids' sport and footy and with the gym, and just, not deal with some real issues that, we're all sort of going through. We've all had a pretty shitty year. And the kids especially, and that's a tough one because it's sort of it's in our control, but it's out of our control. But I think that's where I've really want to put my efforts in, is not who's running the country and who's running the state, and should I be protesting and looking, blaming freaking Bill Gates and Trump and all these sort of things. I'm just, the way I see it, the way I look at it, it's a shitty situation, but. Yeah, and there are people to blame, but do I want to spend my bandwidth on that? I've only got a limited amount of bandwidth per day that I can take in. Should I be putting all my efforts into Facebook posts and watching YouTube videos on whatever. You have a look at them and you can get sucked into them, because a lot of them probably do make a lot of sense, and trying to trip up politicians on what they've said, and they're backpedaling, and I mean, how much energy do you have, and how much energy should I be spending on that? That's where I've sort of looked at it. I had a 7-day hiatus off Facebook and off social media. It was tough. It was really tough. The reason I had it is because, my head was in a bad place, and if my head's in a bad place and I come home with this, this in a shitty mood just because of watched, some sort of video on Daniel Andrews, and that energy is going to, get transferred onto the household, and that's what I'm trying to avoid, not avoid, but reverse. I think, the news and social media is doing their job, and I'm just going to try and, I did without it for 7 days, and it was tough. I actually had to video myself check in on myself, set an alarm for every hour, and video how I felt. And it was tough at times because I'm easily distracted. I've got a addictive personality. I really, and that's what social media is for. I haven't watched Social Dilemma, which is the another thing to. That's the thing. All these documentaries and all these sort of things on social media and things like that. Just another thing to scare you. Am I doing? It's just what's going on. So I'm putting all my energies into myself first, to becoming a better parent. So I've been tired lately and run down. So the best thing I could do is to sleep. Is to get sleep. I'm actively trying to get 8 hours sleep, or close enough to 8 hours sleep, because every time I have a great sleep, the weight is lifted off me. I wake up in the morning, I'm ready for work, I concentrate, I smash it out at work, I come home, I've positive energy, I work out, I go for a ride, and I'm happy. So I think that's what my number one priority is, to sleep. And I know it's a bit selfish, and get a bit of exercise and lower the alcohol intake. For those that don't know, I didn't drink for 7 years, and decided to take it up last year. And I think I had a few demons that I was trying to battle, and I thought alcohol was one of them. But even being sober, I still had a few demons that I was still battling. So I decided, hey, I really enjoy beer. But during this pandemic, we live in the garage, my father-in-law's garage, and he's got a beer fridge out here. So we've been drinking a little bit, not to excess, but just enough to have a pretty slow day the next day. So I'm going to cut down on that during the week, especially. Get some sleep, connect with my kids. I've been trying to connect with my kids a lot. Eat a little bit better. I'm known to go to Macca's before and after work for a coffee and a whatever. More of again, it's another distraction thing. So I'm going to cut down on that. And just make sure that I'm in the right shape. Then I can sort of convey that to the kids, and try and encourage them to come out for a workout, or take the dog for a walk, or anything. Have a conversation about their day, just go from there. And on the weekends, just try and spend as much time with them as I can. I think that's all I can do. And I want that to go on post-pandemic, if that makes sense. But that's my plan. And hopefully, that's I guess that's just normal parenting. I guess I'm sort of learning a lot about parenting as well. I'm a slow learner, but I just want to. Yeah, I really feel for my kids. Um, it is tough, and that's why I wanted to start this podcast and start this community. Not only just with you know pandemic parenting, but just parenting in general. It's a tough gig. Being a dad is a tough gig. But what about the mums? The mums, the mums are the backbone, man. Mums are the backbone. But yeah, that's how I've been sort of going through. Um, I know it's tough. I'm finding it really tough and hard, especially at home. But I'm trying. I'm. That's my plan for today, and that's all I've got. All I've got is the next 24 hours, and that's all I'm working with. Um, yeah. So probably the most I wanted to go. If any other states or cities or whoever, if anyone else goes into lockdown, I just wanted to, go into what's a survival kit for your lockdown survival kit. Um, Definitely upgrading your internet. If you've got crappy internet, you're done. You're done. We went from Telstra to iiNet. Sorry Telstra, but you're rubbish. And yeah, it's been nothing but it's been great. So definitely get that done. Netflix, Disney Plus, and that's a must. Um, latch onto a series. My new one that I'm loving is Cobra Kai, which is a what is it, the sort of continuation of Karate Kid, the original Karate Kid. It's awesome. Get on board. It's a really smart. It's really really well done, smart, and it's good for good entertainment. Um, yeah, just be careful about getting a puppy. I think there was a big puppy pandemic as well. Everyone's sort of getting puppies because they're bored. Just choose wisely. Choose wisely, and just realize that your puppy's going to be there for a long time. We got a purebred German Shepherd and she's got police canine sort of bloodlines, and yeah, she's that's energy there. That's energy. She's like I've probably said this earlier. She's like a Olympic athlete. Olympic athlete, and we are not Olympic athletes. So it's choose wisely, or just I don't know, or don't get one. Got bikes. We got bikes. Everyone's riding bikes now. Hopefully that doesn't stop once the casino opens. Where can we go for a ride? Nah, Daddy's going to the casino. Start a podcast. Did that. Yeah, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I get a lot of anxiety about things that I do. I do have a thing about what people think about me. So I've got, like I said, I've got low self-esteem, but high in confidence sometimes in some situations, overconfident. But yeah, it's been good. My intentions for the podcast, mainly to interview other fathers in different situations, just other dads. Start with my local community. I've got some really great people. I've spoken to them during the week. Dad, new dads that are going to have babies soon. New dads are going to have, I don't know. They're going to be a dad soon. So I just wanted to, see how they're feeling. And then I got single dads. I got granddads. I've got a really good bunch of people that have got a great story. So once all this COVID sort of stuff passes or whatever, and when we can when I can have people in, it'll be a lot of fun, and that's the idea, is to start the community up, and there'll be some good tips from different dads. Homeschooling is probably one of the biggest things that's probably affected my life, and a lot of people out there. Teachers especially. Shout out to the teachers there. They're doing a hell of a job. Yeah, I mean, probably being a teacher, you probably want to, that interaction with the students and that teaching, that mentoring that they get is it's got to be tough for them to be doing it from home, especially if they've got their own kids. So teaching and then having their own kids and then trying to do the best that they can. Man, they've been doing it tough. But shout out to them to having it all organised. I know I'm just speaking on my behalf that a lot of the work isn't getting done, just due to the settings. I think the social settings of school is super important, not only for just interaction and social, your social skills, but you get more from learning, with the teacher there and that teacher interaction. A lot of the stuff that they're learning, they may not use. I mean, that's the excuse anyway. Me being trying to be a homeschool teacher, that's my excuse. If I don't know it, you're probably not going to use this in the real world. That's my excuse. It's because I don't know. I don't know it. I'm dumb. So that's. But I remember Harlem told me I was trying to teach her something and I didn't know the answer, and I said, I just ask the teacher, and then she was about to message her, and I said, don't say that I didn't know. Don't say that your dad's dumb. Just shout out to teachers and students as well, man. I mean, especially those in year 12. I don't know how that's working. Khan's in year 11, and he's struggling with it a lot. But those in year 12, man, and formals and all that sort of stuff, that's, I remember my formal. I did two of them. I liked year 12 so much I did it twice. So, it was for the formals. But to my first formal, I wore a bright blue suit. I think it's still at my stepmom's. I should get it. That was a killer suit, man. A bright blue, like not electric blue. I don't know. I don't know. I think I found a photo. There's a photo online of it. I'm gonna put it on there. Man, with this collared, silky big collared thing opened up. Damn. Yeah, fantastic. But that's they're gonna miss it. I think they're gonna miss it or something like that. But hopefully something happens for them, I guess. But it's been that's probably the hardest thing through all this is the homeschooling aspect of, and it's gone on around the world, I guess. So, but shout out to those teachers and everyone else there. Just with sport as well. That's my sort of thing that I really miss for the kids, because they're sort of losing their way in themselves. At least with sport, there's that physical aspect. They're challenged. They're put in tough situations, which is challenged. They're working towards something. I love sport. I love kids playing sport. And without that motivation, there's the struggle there. So hopefully all the sports get back to it. All the clubs sort of survive, and we can move on from there. But that's it. I think like I said earlier, personally, this pandemic is taking its toll, but I'm just sticking in there. With family and friends. It has hit me personally as well. My daughter's really struggling. She's just struggling with everything. She's a very social person. My son's, we're just struggling. It's just a struggle, but it's adversity, and we'll get through it, and we'll be better people for it. That's the way I see it anyway. But those things that we can't control, my brother-in-law's mum is very, very sick, and he's just got into, he couldn't visit her for 5 weeks or something like that, and that's the thing. I've only got a small family, and those are the things that we're going to that suck, and people have missed, missed people's birthdays and, celebrating, different milestones and things like that just due to this. But yeah, that's it. If there's anything I've missed, this one was a bit of a clunky one. I'm just trying to get the format and everything like that right. But yeah, definitely this pandemic has tested us, I think. And I think that we just got to put a positive spin on it. Look after yourself, move around, get the head right by, getting your sleep right, exercising. Well, that's what I'm doing anyway. Drinking less, drinking a little bit more water, eating a little bit less Maccas, drinking less coffee. I'm trying to drink less coffee, but I love it so much. But just try and get better. And we've only got this 24 hours. So, make, every 24 hours that you've been given, just give it a crack. Do the best that you can do. And that's it. And that's that. And thank you very much. If there's any, I'm going to try and, communicate through Facebook and Instagram. The links are down below in the comments. If you could subscribe, that'd be great. Leave some comments. Give me some feedback, good or bad. I like to find the positives out of everything. And thank you very much. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks a lot. Take care. See you next time. Peace.